you have to ask Google. It will solve your problem immediately. Okay. So these are the three ways. Again, hopefully, we will. Last night I talked with Dr. Shakir, the person who is the can say the person who has these types of experiments of mice. So last night I request him. We will be on backup. Sometimes might be we have the follow-up session as well. We will have follow-up sessions. I mean, might be two times or three times. It depends. If any of the colleague have any problem, any participant, then in the Zoom, I mean online sessions, we will try to address all those queries. Don't worry. Okay, this is solution number 4. So first, but all the 4 solutions are there. But again, I will recommend you people to start it out by yourself, because at now stage and at the stage that you are, I think there is no need of any type of basics information. You have the basics. So these are the basics that I covered all the yesterday, right from you can say X build file, experiment file, your soil file, your weather file. In soil file and weather file, you don't need any type of ambiguity, or you can say lot of time. But for X file, yes, you have to even if you put an extra space anywhere in the data entry point in the X file, then it will give data. Be careful. Try to avoid copy paste, because sometimes space is also copied from the original file. So if there is space, that might have some impact on your simulation process, and that will create the error over here. So these are the you can say small things, but have the impact large. Okay. So this is all about your. Yesterday we have to. There are two ways basically. You can edit from over here by clicking on right cursor. You can edit file over here as well. Otherwise, you have to put it over here. Edit file from here. Okay. So these are the possible solutions. Now I am going to. Yes, you have the initial introduction on DSAT, but now I am giving you the overview and possible other solutions in which ways you can proceed further. Being a skilled, you can say modeler. Okay. So the other thing that was you have to go for file. Someone was saying how we have to add our cultivar. Say for example, rice. These are the cultivars, right? Okay. So let me know any of the cultivar that you have over here. Anyone. Any one cultivar. Sorry? Breathe hun. Is there that is cultivar in this scroll down? Can you please check? No. Confirm. So this is basically the name of cultivar. And for this you have to go first with the genetic coefficient. So we are going to add how we have to add the cultivar in the backup file. I am going to tell you. Okay? Please be careful. First you have to go to genetics on the same line in the same column that we have. Basically this portion or this column data column is used for entering your own experiments or entering your own values according to your location as a backup file. For example, varieties, You have to mention your variety, definitely. So how it will be appeared over there? You have to put your variety name, or you have to go first in genetics, in data file first, then in genetics, then your respective crop, then respective rice file, right? Over here, there are two cultivars. One is cultivar file, you can see and you can view, okay? The other one is species file. Can anybody tell me what is the difference? In cultivar file, there is detail of the parameters that are for as a used as a genetic coefficients. Okay. For example, P1 is the corn. Normally we will use P1, P2, 0, P2R, P5, G1, G2, G3, fin, and rest of the you can say these are the coefficients. So these are called genetic coefficients. And actually you have to play with these types of genetic coefficients. Okay, understand? So over here, what stands for G1, P1? So this is basically. Do you went over there?
Yes.
All please go over there first. Data, crop, rice, then cultivar. Okay. Open it, please. No, no, no. From here. Double click on it. Just double click. Or you go in the interval.
So right click and click.
Yeah. There are lines. Okay. So can anyone read what is P1 or right from the beginning? Any volunteer participant can read what is it this one. This file is anyone. Just we have to read. Shabash. Expressed as growing degree base. Good. Degree Celsius. So I can overview just to go in detail. The first one P1, P2, P2R. These links with emphasis and maturity parameters. These genetic coefficients. Okay. I mean P1 linked with emphasis, growing degree days, right? P2 that is you can say from day after sowing as the days will proceed how much the you can say hours the crop takes right from sowing till until we have to find up to you can say up to emphasis, up to physiological maturity, up to maturity. So the coefficient genetically that linked with physiological maturity that deals with P20. Okay? For emphasis, first technical initiation, right? That is emphasis. And genetic coefficient that leads with the emphasis of the crop that is P1. So now you can please. So these things are actually linked with each other. If you are clear with P1, P2, then you can easily understand its basics. Please. P20. P1. Time period expressed as growing degree base in degree Celsius above a base temperature of 90 degrees Celsius from 90 degrees Celsius from seedling emergence during which the rice plant is not responsive to changes in photoperiod. This period is also referred to as the basic vegetative phase of the plant. Good. It's clear right now? Flowering and panicle initiation date. Mean, so the base temperature for rice, especially for rice, is 9 degree, right? That is used for the model. But I don't know, that would be 9. 9 to 10, it's not big deal. But this is the base temperature of rice for rice crop or rice variety overall. So as the and also that is linked with vegetative phase around the life cycle, or you can say of the crop. So P1 mainly deals with NSYS once again, and the second one P2O. Who will proceed, please? Any volunteer? P1 clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. P2O. Who will lead, please? Any volunteer?
Okay, P2O, the critical photoperiod or the day, longest day length in hours at which the development occurs at a maximum rate. At values higher than P20 developmental rate in the T is known. Hence, there is delay due to longer day lengths. Range হচ্ছে 11 hour to 13 hour before 12 hours. Calibration do not go below 11 unless data available.
So NCS date complete with P1, while P2, as it's mentioned, that is the critical photo period. Okay, and the range of the photo period is between 11 to 30, 13. So if there will be the value P2O 11 or below, there will be no, you can say, calibration. It should be between 11 to 13. So all the possible solutions are also guided in the genetic file. This is used for calibration. Calibration means you, okay, this is the model, DSAT model is there, that is prepared according to US condition. Okay, and how you have to link this model that is prepared already with US condition with your own condition, local condition. That's why you have to go for calibration. Okay, how that will be done? By changing these genetic coefficients according to your condition. Clear? Then calibration will be done, and calibration, the best calibration is considered to be the observed value and the you can say simulated value. When they are the equal one with each other, it's mean your model is calibrated according to your own condition, according to your local condition. Clear? This is calibration. And for emphasis, again you have to go for P1, and the values are also there. Don't worry about that. There will be values, and the detail of these values I will tell you in the table below this, you can say, part. Don't worry. This is the basics basically. When you are clear with these types of basics, then calibration, if anybody is going to for the calibration, then might be it takes up to 6 months, up to 1 year. If someone is, you can say, familiar with the modeling, then they have the idea. Am I right? That takes 6 months to up to you can say a year. But if you are familiar with these concepts, then it takes might be week or month. So this is the difference. So this is all about the concepts. So you have to very clear and concept should be clear. What is genetic options? All the model proceedings depends totally 100% dependent on your this genetic file. Keep in mind. So this is the mind. You can say this is the brain of the model. If you direct the brain in the right way, you will not be detracted. Otherwise, if your brain is out of control, so what will happen? You know better. Model will not run or calibrated or will not proceed further in the right direction. Okay. So next is P2R. Who will go? Please. Excuse me, if you have something, you have to ask me directly, please. Any problem? Okay, please. Do you understand?
Is it 30 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Celsius?
Actually, P2, the previous one, these two, I mean P2O and P2R, these are the same, you can say, genetic coefficients that are used with physiological maturity. In other words, you can say this is about physiological maturity and this is about the maturity. Understand?
Harvest maturity.
Harvest maturity. So the range between harvest, you can see this is the panicle initiation is delayed due to some reason that I already mentioned. Might be the small order have to wait the mechanical procedure due to that one, or if there is some natural hazards, I mean physical barrier, or due to some reason it is delayed, then its range should be between 5 to 300. But again, if the modern varieties have the lower range, these are the, you can say, keywords for your understanding. It doesn't mean. So if you place the value below 5, there will be no result. Above 300, no result. Okay? The model will not calibrated according to your, you can say, desired results. So its range must be between 5 to 300. Okay? Clear? The third one, P2, oh, P5. Um, please, who will play, Professor Kamal, you have to go, please. P5.
Time period is going degree centigrade from beginning of rain period. It will take 4 days after flowering to physiological maturity with varies temperature of 9 degrees centigrade. So range 150 to 850 days. Calibration ensure P1, P20 and P2R are correctly calibrated for ancestry data. Then calibrate P5 for observed maturity days.
So P5, once again I have to clarify P1 with emphasis, P2 also linked with somewhat emphasis, P2R linked with the developmental stages, entire period, you can say basic. This is basic. Basic, you can say physics with different phases. It comes from phase. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So just like things, panical initiation. So P5 link with the maturity from physiological maturity to total maturity. Okay, but again, P5 is will not be accurate until or unless your P1, P2, O, and the third one P2O and P2R. Exactly. If these are calibrated properly, then P5 can be calibrated. Mean this is the you can say logical or you can say bicycle. If we step by step phases are there. Means step one P1 and this P2O and P2R, as well as when these three coefficients will be calibrated properly according to observed and the simulated right you can say results, then you have to go with P5. Clear? If someone has to start with P5, it doesn't work, honestly speaking. First you have to go step by step. Okay, clear? I have to repeat the because professor came just came. So these are the genetic coefficients of the, you can say in other words, in normal wording, if we say this file is the brain of model, DSAT model. If you can say calibrate it, if you are have the understanding properly with this file, then your model run and calibrated according to your own condition, according to your local condition.
That is the question that I asked. How does the model know that for a specific cultivar, this is its own characteristics? So this is how you.
So I am going to tell you step by step so that you might observe properly. Okay. So these are the basically cultivars, and next first we have to discuss and then I will tell you how we have to place your own cultivar. Okay. So the G1. So G is the, you can say, coefficient that linked with grain. Okay, in different stages. So Find is basically the you can say coefficient that is used basically to all of these. You can say general. If you unable to have the calibration with P1, P2O, P2R, P5, G1, G2, G3, then Find is basically the superpower. In other words, that make, in other words, in the lighter mode, I would say this is the establishment of this graph, this file, okay, that governs all the things. Either they are linked with ancestors, physical parents or developmental stages, grain, all these are corrected by Finn. If they are not calibrated yet, keep in mind. First, you have to try to calibrate each and individual. Another interesting thing is when you will calibrate, say for example P1. I mean these are the challenges might be exist in your calibration process. Keep in mind when you have to calibrate it, say for example P1, then chances are there when you will go for calibration of P2O, then there might have the impact on this one as well. I mean calibration will be this little bit disturbed. Okay, understand? Because they are linked with each other. When you will go for P2R, then might be these both will be disturbed again. But you have to calibrate accordingly in this way that there might be the minimum difference between your condition, your values, observed values, and the simulated values. Clear? So next we have to go for the grain. Who will lead, please? What is this? G1, please. you can open and read it from your PC as well. No worries.
Z1 potential spikelet number coefficient as estimated from the number of spikelets per gram of main cum dry weight, which is less leaf blade and sheath plus spikes at anthesis. Range 50 to 70 per gram. A typical value is 55 gram.
Number per gram.
Number of
Num-
spikes.
Number of
Okay,
spikelets.
this coefficient linked with spikelet number. Okay, understand? Next, G2. Next, please. Please go ahead. Yes.
G2 single grain weight gram under ideal growing condition. For example, non-limiting light, water, nutrients, and absence of pest and disease. Range 0.015 to 0.03 gram. Default 0.025 gram. Calibration very low flexibility.
So this is the grain weight. First was G1 was spikelet number. G2 that is the coefficient of grain weight in gram. Okay. So that range is very low and you can say default is 0.025 gram. So mean if you are still have some you can say calibration, you have to play with different types of values, but might be not than zero point 0 low than 0.15. Okay, so you have to in between these values, please. Yes.
Does it depend on the specific cultivar? For instance, say it's for basmati, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the grain weight would be a bit higher, like 0.25 or so, more than 0.25.
Yes, but it should be
Within
the range that is mentioned for each coefficient. It should be minimum and maximum. And if not the beyond the limit of this range or not the low from this limit, this range. If you will go, then the model will not respond according to your genetic coefficient or the specific traits that you are going to calibrate. Okay? So this is very interesting actually. This is just like you are going to have, I would say, you are going to play a game. This is just like that. But you have to take it as a game, not as a burden. So it takes time basically. So who will go for G3, please? Next. It's open on your PC.
Tearing coefficient, scalar value relative to IR64 cultivar under ideal conditions, range zero point 0.7 to 1.3. Calibration, a higher tillering cultivar would have a coefficient greater than 1.
Okay, understand? Is there anything to explain?
So
Mean
when I'm going to input any cultivar here, so we have to first prepare all the things.
yes.
It's a huge one.
Huge work. Not huge work. This is game actually. As you will give the time to model, you will learn a lot.
But these values should be available from the developers.
Yeah, 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 no worries. We are going down. Don't worry. You will see the score over there. So this G3 linked with the tillering coefficient. Okay. So and this is the special cultivar of might be of any location. I don't know about the location. So for this specific you can say cultivar, the range is this one. Okay. And for the calibration for your own cultivar, The higher clearance caliber would have the coefficient even greater than 1. Okay, but it totally depends. Again, once again. Clear? Who will go for faint? Next, please.
Write an interval 0 degrees Celsius, reference time interval in degree days for each lead heat to appear under non-stress condition. Range 55 to 90 degrees Celsius, default 83 degrees Celsius. Calibration recommend to not change unless field data on lead numbers are available.
Okay. This is so called, as I earlier mentioned, so called in the lighter mode once again and with the due respect. Print is considered to be the establishment of the model or genetic coefficients. So there will be variation, no need to worry about from your side. As you will done all the things in a calibrated way, but Fint is the only component that direct and also have the impact all the previous components, all the previous genetic coefficients, either they are P1, P2, PR, G1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay. Next, please. Any ambiguity till now? No. Okay, please go next.
Thought temperature above which spikelet sterility is affected by high temperature. Range 25 to 34 degrees Celsius, default 28 degrees Celsius. Calibration recommended to not change unless hot environment data are available. Convert old cultivars thought 28 divided by G4.
Clear? So Fint was you can say the the coefficient that was mostly used in irrigated areas, non-stress conditions. Okay, the Fint one, the previous one, and this one, the next one, THOT, that is temperature related. The areas where there is abrupt change in temperature at the time of maturity. So this special coefficient, genetic coefficients, is for the high temperature areas, arid areas, you can say. Okay, where there is stress condition due to high temperature. So this genetic coefficients shows the impact of temperature. Again, that is you can say that have the range of 28 Celsius, and this is the basically cultivar. Again, if there is some cultivar, might be I am quite hopeful because a few years back, a few after I mean I was on your place. Um, Now I am the trainer. So might be I am quite hopeful that you will be trainer over here in future. Okay, with the passage of time. And your experiment could be used, will be used for models. So when your experiments will be used as a model exemplary files, then might be these types of cultivars could be the ideal one or the special one that deals the special care regarding genetic coefficients. So these are I don't know about this type of you can say cultivars, old cultivars. I don't know about the old cultivars, but main in initial phases, the old cultivar has the impact and the base. Uh, you can say THOT is around 28 degree. G4, it's you can say terminology that is used in modern. It doesn't it make you can say not make any sense regarding technique. This is technical. You can say wording. So it's not dividing by. No, 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 no. but the range should be around. You have to consider this one, not this one. This is for old cultivars, wild cultivars. Now native cultivars might be. So, but you have to concentrate on this one, this range. Okay?
Is it the threshold temperature?
Might be, might be. So, who will go to the next, please? Next, please.
TCLDP, temperature degree Celsius below which chemical initiation is further delayed other than P1, P2O and P2R by low temperature. Range 12 to 18 degrees Celsius, default 15 degrees Celsius. Calibration recommended to not change unless cold temperature data are available. Convert old cultivars TCLDP 15 multiplied by Z5.
Clear? Previous was for the hot areas, and this is for the cold areas. Simple as that. Okay? Clear? Next. Sorry.
TCLDF, temperature 0 degree, temperature degree Celsius below with the spiky sterility is affected by low temperature. Range 10 to 20 degrees Celsius, default 15 degrees Celsius. Calibration recommended to not change unless cold environment data are available. Convert old cultivars TCLDF 15 multiplied with Z5.
Okay? Clear? These two genetic coefficients are linked with the you can say the areas where they are the cold areas, you can say mountainous regions. While the previous one was for the plain areas, you can say for the hot areas, arid areas, you can say. Okay, it's clear right now. So now we are going to these cultivars. You can see if I went over there directly, then you are unable to understand these values. So I think you are clear right now. Okay. So these are the cultivars, basically list of cultivars, different cultivars of any countries existed in the model for only rice crop. Yes, I will go for the addition of those cultivars. Those values. So I mean these are the you can say economic or you can say genetic coefficient, and this is the E coefficient, mean this is the code, basically code or genetic coefficient. As you will proceed, the code will change according to the location. Okay, you can see these are the code or genetic coefficient. I told you that we have already code here. Already? Yes. Okay, that's great. If you have that, that's great.
Yeah. Three or four. Three. We are three.
Which one?
11. We are 22. Three.
Yeah.
17. Number 17. We are 11 Tiamon. We are 22 Tiamon. We are 3. Tiamon and Boro.
This one, right?
This four.
It's cool because in Bangladesh we create and Trinidad. These are the most popular varieties. And they are not yet included. So there is scope that we might work on that.
So these are old varieties, right? Okay, no problem. We can add them. Don't worry. The model is now when serial number is given to you, it's your property. You can make the changes. You can, but keep in mind in genetic option you can add. Okay. In soil file you can create by your own. But until or unless when you will be, you can say in a position that it might have the impact at international level, then your experiment should be calibrated accordingly. That should be, and that should have, you can say, that might deserve to be included in the default package of the DSAT model, because its version came after 2 to 3 years again and again with the improved version. If you see, even now it's 4.8.2, I think 4.2. If you see the version 3.00 or 3. Or even 4.1, when we learn the model, it was 4.1, but now it's 4.8.2. Mean there are a lot of improvements in it. And at that time, to 4.1, there were experiment of 70s, 80s. The experiment as a exemplary file was, you can say, as the initial condition. But right now, in the this version in which we take the serial number individually, all the experiments are right now of 2023. So mean window based plus much improved versions. So, and DSAT model is basically the model that if you have excellent results, your data is published in high-ranked journals, then they can easily include in as a default, you can say, experiments for your as a your property, so that maximum contribution would be provided to the future learner as well as an exemplary file. Okay, and this is also service, free service to the learners, to the researchers, to the I think humanity. Okay, got my point? Okay, so these are the points. You can say these are the genetic coefficients. First, you have, if for example this is your you can say variety, then you have to take care with this one, with this P1, P2, P5, P2O, G1, G2, and I can now easily you can understand what is these the parameter stands for, right? And for which purpose they are. First, you have to try with, you have to play with P1. Then, when this is calibrated equally with the observed values and the simulated values are most equal, then you have to go for P2, then P5. Keep in mind that the physiological and emphasis, or you can say these parameters, should be the equal one or the nearest one with the observed one and the simulated one. Then you can say your model is calibrated with the specific variety according to your own condition, according to your local condition. Understand? Then you have to go for grains, then you have to go for faint and other parameters. Exactly. If you are from the plain area, from the hot area, then you don't need to change any THOT or PCLDT, because they are, you can say this is all I think for the hot or plain area, and this parameter is for cold area. So if you are from the hot area, you have to change only this one. You don't care about this one or the next one, because that is not relevant to you. So if you are doing the experiment from the cold areas or mountainous regions, then definitely you have to go for last two, not for this one. Understand? Okay. So now we have to go with the file. Uh, Simply you have to select the last one. Please take care that the symmetry should not be disturbed. So you have to copy the last one, last line, and you have to paste in the similar way. See, there is no space, there is symmetry. If there is any space, then the model will not work honestly. So we have to go with the variety name. Which one can anybody spell?
We have to
BR.
small p together. Small p H A N. Student.
Right. So this is your right, right? Okay. So rest of the things you don't have to need to change. Why?
We don't know.
Exactly. So when you will then after creation of or inserting your own file or your own cultivar, because this is the special code. First you have to run your model with the existing coefficients. So you will see how much there is difference. Okay. Then initially you have to play with this one, and with this one, and so on. But you have to be careful for existing one first. Okay, got my point? Anything else? Simply you have to save it
Sir,
by
the code
pressing
number
Control.
is same for DOA 1 B than 29.
Sorry.
Sir, we have copied the previous code number, so we did not change.
Ah, yes, 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 yes. You have to change the code as well because thank you. You have to change the code as well. So which one was your variety number?
IB.
This one, right? So it's better than that you have to copy your own file. This one? This is yours? This one? I think we have to go with this one. Because this might be the number. I mean, that would be used according to Bangladesh. Okay? Might be you can create over here. After 20, but no worries. No, we have to do after this one. Okay? So over here, but you can do with this one as well. Don't you? We have to do this one, right? This is the same. Okay? Clear? Then you have to delete this one. Or you can add another one as well. So over here, you have to write this one as 28, right? 26, 7, 8. have to give the same number. Technically, I can tell you, if you give the same number, then the cultivar will not be displayed in the list. So the number should be different. Okay, this one. So this has been done, right? So control S means save. So you have to tell me that either this has been done or not. I don't know. So see, over here there will be no. Okay, I think so. It should be appear over here, right?
Yes.
In the beginning. But it's right now it's not. First you have to refresh it from here, over and above. When you will refresh it, press OK, save and refresh. Do you have save and changes? Make changes? I think no. No changes. So let's see and let's try. Let's see either that. See, there is. What was the name? And anybody have it? You find it? Yeah. This one. You can see. That will appear only after refresh, save, refresh the model. Then it will be appeared, otherwise not available or not appeared over. Okay? This is the example how you have to enter your own cultivar. First test case has been done. Shukr Alhamdulillah. Okay? Anything else? You follow my points? Similarly, uh, I think that step by step, it will be better. So you have to follow my steps, what I have done. If any person have any doubt, please. Okay. So, okay. So that was the name. What was the name actually? Simply you have to copy this is Bangladesh. You can copy the 26, my 27 one. Copy. Click, click on create the new line over there. No. Simply go paste control Z. So what we have to change, make the change. Not over here, over there, 28. Okay, and the name of right that we have right here. What was the name? What was the name? Can you please repeat? Read BRRI. Which one? Not one. No need to. BRRI. How much it is? DHAN 29. Okay, 29. Yes. Okay, save it. Simply save it. Control X. Okay, go to the model. Go to the model. This one. Where you want rice. Go to the yes. This one. To your file. Go to your Excel file. Okay. Go to your multiverse management. See. Are you fine? You are ready? Fine. Do you have it? No? Confirm. Confirm. No. Okay. Now you have to go to refresh. Okay. Save and refresh. Now we go again. Over management. 31. Now. See. That is. You done it. Good. So in this way, you can add your number of varieties or number of cultivars in your DSAT model, right? So some of the colleagues are going to find the cultivar file over somewhere else. I don't know where. Over there. So keep in mind this file is basically non-editable. In model, you are unable to add anything over there. Whenever you have to add in cultivar, you have to open this original file. Keep in mind. Not from here. This is only for display. You can change, but that will not work properly. This is the frame, you can say, display only. In the main interface, this is only the interface. This is the only the display only, you can say. If you have to add the cultivar, you have to go in the cultivar original file. That is in the data, you can say genetics, then respected crop, then to the file. I can repeat you, then the data, okay, then genetics. Keep in mind, this is your crops. These are for your crops. For data to add the genetic coefficient, you have to go to genetics. First data, then genetics, then crops. When you will go to the right, then this crop will appear. You have to open it by clicking right view, or you can say this one. This is the original file that is put it in the model, embedded in the model as a original file. So you can add, delete, not delete, I would say. You can add any type of your cultivar, required cultivar in this frame or in this file. When you will add it, simply you have to save, then close it. The model will take it automatically. But keep in mind, the symmetry of all the values should be the same one. Keep in mind. Just as a test case, I show you. Which type of writing we have had? No, I will not go in detail because I mean if you will put any space in the data, then the variety will not display in the main interface. Okay, due to error.
The coding you can put in
This is the code. Basically, you can put the name and any number, but it's suggested the code of your already existing number is according to your country. So it is suggested that any Bangladeshi variety code should be used. Please. Yes.
But my face to be blood pressure different too.
Over there. Why? Yes. I got your point. Okay. So it's not showing, right? First, you have to go to refresh. Refresh over here, but again with the X build as well. Open X build once again of the specific rice field over there. Over here. Open the X build. Go to refresh. This one. Okay. Save and refresh. It will be refreshed. Don't worry. Because you already saved. Yeah. Put the save yes over there. Now see. I hope so. There will do not. So it's very important that you have to save and refresh the model. Because without refresh it will not appear because the model don't know that you have added the file until or unless you make it you have to refresh the model, save the file, then excuse me, then it will be displayed over there, otherwise no. If you not refresh the model, not save the file, then it will not display over there. Got my point? Anything else? You can add maximum of your varieties that you have in this. Okay. Okay. No. It depends on your experiment. If you have four experiment, your four cultivar are added in the genetic coefficient file, then you can use any of the varieties, maybe all varieties that you have. It depends on the treatments actually. Number of yes, similar question I want to show you over here. Say for example, I want to show you close. So this is once again the warning for you. If you are trying to not make any change in the experiment, especially for the exemplary again experiments. I think we don't have any type of changes. Okay, so without refreshing or without you can say saving the file, you will be unable to see the file over there. So I want to show you there is some query actually. So over here we can go to the crops. Say for example, I'll see it not the one. I'll see crops, sunflower. So these are my experiments. So here you can see that there are multiple crops. I mean varieties. See. So as it depends, I mean sunflower, high sun 33, rest of the cultivars are there. So these are already added. So if you have more cultivar in the same you can say crop, then you can add, and ultimately that will go to your treatments. See, here is the cultivar, here is the you can say fertilizer application for treatments for each fertilizer. You can see all the input data that you have placed in the initial from initial condition fields till management chemical application. These two cursor, you can say components will be automatically displayed in your treatments. And over here, you don't need to add or delete anything because all the data that you have put it in environment and management will automatically be displayed over there. Understand? Anything else?
So, since you said earlier, so after
Sorry?
saving, you have to refresh it again.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't come there.
Yes.
So I close this one.
First save.
Save.
There should be no space.
Okay.
Yes, but no space over here as well.
This is original language.
No problem. Okay, save it.
Save.
Close.
Okay. Close.
Go to the experiment. No. This is of new file. This is new file. You have not go here to the serial. You have to go to the original file, not here. Which type of file or any of experiment you can go. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You mean six, you can go special because we are working on rice six crop. We can say experiment, and that's why you have to identify.
Now, this one.
You will not be able to see. Why? Because you will not refresh it. Yes. Okay. Save and refresh. Now see. Go again.
There you go.
It's very important once again that you have to refresh and save the model because we don't know that you have made the changes in cultivar file, in soil file, and weather file. So this is all about your genetic coefficients, right? Clear? So it's very important, as I told you, that genetic coefficients is the brain basically of model. As you direct the brain, the model will run away according to the instruction by the genetic coefficients. As as well as your genetic coefficients, calibration, or you can say calibration is basically the comparison between simulated and the observed value. As far as the observed values and the simulated values are closer to each other, are equal to each other, that means your model is calibrated according to your local condition. Okay? Understand my point? Again, once again, I am going to repeat all the changes based on minimum data sets that you have provided for soil analysis, soil file, experiment file, and weather data. You already provided to the model. Okay. After that, you create your own experiments and also you add your own cultivar over there. Then when all these types bunch of experiment you have embedded, you have created in your DSAT model, then you have to run the model. Okay. After running a model, you will see the difference. Observed value is here, simulated is here. And also sometimes it also happens vice versa. Observed is there, simulated is there. Why? Because I show you.
The genetic coefficients are changing.
Exactly. Genetic coefficients are they equal to the conditions that you people have from already genetic coefficients. You have copy paste. P1, P2, P3, G1, G2, G3, and so on.
But the experiment's initial conditions remain the same. Definitely. So we have changed actually the variety, the cultivar, but all the other conditions are the same. So
totally dependent on genetic coefficients. Keep in mind. P1, P2, you have to calibrate your model according to genetic coefficient because you have copy paste. We, we change only the cultivar, number and cultivar, just for inserting it into the model. So when you insert your variety, actually you have to change all the genetic coefficients as well. How that will be possible? By changing them and looking them by running model again and also for example, uh,
so Dr. Sir, so I was thinking, so instead of creating a new crop, creating a new file,
mhm.
you could simply work on an existing file and change that data to our condition.
Okay, I am going to do that. Okay. So in my opinion, we have to go for DSAT version 4. Okay, what is the crop? Your crop? Rice. Okay, please follow me. First, you have to go to the C drive, your PC, your C drive. You will file the DSAT for 8. Please follow me. I am going to do that. Don't worry. All people are here? Okay. So you have to open the rice file. All the experiments that are in the rice file will be displayed over here. Right? All rice X experiment. Keep in mind. Only the experimental file is there. So say for example we are working from last couple of days on UAFD, right? Simply you have to, this is X file. Keep in mind. T file is time scale file. A is average file. I will tell you what are these two files. No, no. So you have to go to the X file, okay, copy it and paste it. Then you can change the name from here.
Oh,
This is the shortest way. First, first look at me, then I will tell you.
so it will add to the directory.
Directly. So what is your code? I mean, for
28.
no, no, no.
IB00.
No, BU.
This is first agriculture industry. AU,
Oh,
AU, GP.
GP.
Okay. Next, no, no, no. Next is the number of experiments. Might be 01 and the year might be 24. Okay. I think we have added one more number.
I think the first number is yard, and then the next number is foot.
It's alright. 8, 4, 6. Yes, so this is your X file directly. Okay.
This one, first number is the
First,
yard.
Agriculture University, Ghazipur.
01 means number experiment of the year.
Yes, number of experiment. 01 is one experiment. 24 is the 24 year, right? Understand? Exactly the same model will be used automatically over there. This is the shortest way. When you have the complete skill on dollar, then this is the shortest way. Anyhow, what I have told you, but this is only for X5. Keep in mind,
Sir, I have a question.
please.
Sir, I think Sir is right that the first two numbers should be the year number and then the
And
second two numbers should be the
experimentation.
experiment number. 00 is
Yeah, you
it
are right.
it means 2000.
Yes, 2401.
2401.
Exactly, you are right. Thank you.
So the other files will be automatically created once you run, or
No, this is only for X5. While all the other experiments, all the other file you have to create it manually. For example,
like the RIT files.
this yes we have to create the same one. This is the treatment file. I would say treatment file mean you have to add your treatments, and a file mean you have to add average file of your data.
Average file.
Yes.
Okay, so in a nutshell, once you create a new file, three files should be created to run the model.
Yes.
Crop file, treatment file, and average file.
Average.
Oh, sorry, time series file and the average file.
Average file. Exactly. But over here, just as an experiment purpose, just for learning purpose, we are creating only X file. Okay? Let's see what will happen. And let's hope for the best. So over here there are 7 experiments, right? Already. But when you will refresh it, I hope so it will come. What have to do? Just refresh it.
Yes.
You done it?
Yes. It's similar to 6.
We just keep in mind we just change the number. Where is it? This one. And when we have to open this one, yes, please open it. Okay. Then you have to make the changes over here. Okay. According. Yes, we change only this one. I mean, identifier name we have changed only. Rest of the things are you have to change. Okay. This is the template file that we can work on as an experiment. Okay, so your experiment name you can change it. I mean, you have to change according to your location. AU might be you not need to go on in this way. You have to change it in the as agricultural university. Okay, sorry.
Our university has a really big name.
Yeah. So people who are working, we can write your name might be.
No, write your name.
We created a Gandhi University, not my university. So professor,
This is Ziauddin Kamal.
we can say the big one. Professor Nasimun, right? Bobby and Professor Kamal. Okay. So this is the address. We have to change the address as well. Might be the similar one just like the we have. Site means Ghazipur. Okay. Understand? Please do make the changes. Please follow me. This is your own created your own experiment. You have to consider just like that. So this is hands-out trainings as well. And please also note down how we have created this file. This is the shortest way. But I will recommend you to create the X file that I already told you yesterday through proper channel. That is the proper way. Okay. This is the you can say way that we have to create the file according to if we have minimum time and we have the maximum work. Okay. Then we have to use this shortcut. Otherwise, if you are in the with the condition that you are expert in modeling, because there are a lot of things we have to change even from here as well.
What is that like? If we are working on our experiment,
Yes, you have to create the new one as I already told you yesterday.
but instead if we do this, it will help us
It,
do
it
the
will,
work quickly.
yes, work quickly, but sometimes most of the researcher confused. In which way I told you. When you will go in detail, say for example, there is no weather file for you. There is no soil file for you. There is no, you can say all the data, all the things that you have to add in your experiment according to your requirement. This is almost the same work. Almost same work.
Okay, so and let's go step by step.
Step by
And
step.
when
Yes.
it comes, let us know.
Okay, so you are here. I mean, in this interface, you have almost changes all the things, right? Am I right?
Yes.
You have changes right from you have put all the data over here as well. Just like you have created the new one. So that takes the same time, but mentally you will be relaxed that yes, this is already existent file, so there might be no problem because chances of error while you are going to create the new file are sometimes maximum while already you can say file has minimum error because that is already calibrated. Okay, got my point? So let's move with the fields. Say for example, who has the experiments? Who has created the experiment? Anybody? Professor, you have experiment. But that should be in the form, I mean, that's just as a template we can use. I mean, just for learning purpose. Again, if you have the complete skill, you can run the model, you can create the files again and again, again and again. But you have to take the expertise as a overview. Skills, hands-on training should be there. So after the you can say running all these types of exercises, you can be able to create your own files later on. And again, as I mentioned and expressed in earlier in this morning, that we will have the couple of sessions. Right? If you have any problem with your experiments, then we can also will definitely try to address that. Okay. So this is basically the you can say initial conditions. So this is field ID. Mean this is the field ID according to your location. Should be according to your location. I mean, what was the location? AU,
EUZP
GB,
2400 2401.
2401. Okay, this is so you have to change your first of all over here the weather file, but that is only available if you have it in the
We have Joydipur.
Sorry?
Yeah,
We have, I guess.
we have
We.
Which one?
Free Joydipur.
Go to BRRI.
Weather file is somewhat different thing. Bangladesh might be.
I think we have BRRI.
But I mean, you have to, for this, we have to again, then we have to again create all these template files. Okay? For weather file, you have to go to weather first.
So there we have BRRI.
Just a minute.
তার চেয়ে শেখাই ভালো।
There is? Yes. Yes. Okay, that's great. If you have
Bangladesh Rice Research Institute. Small. Abbreviated form BRRI. BRRI.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
No. This one?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And what about the soil?
Mm.
No, but that should be from Bangladesh. Do you have the soil file according to this location? Please file it. Might be template, but what will be the good one according to your location? We have to use from already might be already experiments from Bangladesh, but there will
Soil of Ghazipur is mostly clay.
clean home. But I mean we have to first we try might be as just like weather station is there, soil file will be there. Please find the
I think in the soil file, if you go a little bit down, um, I think there is some country short codes down, further. Keep going. This is West Indies. Sorry, this is Alabama or Australia or Albania. This is AO, go down, Arizona or something like that, Australia, BD, there. This is Brazil, I guess. I think British something. You see, I'm talking about this code. This could be the country code. Like, so California or Chihuahua, China, Colombia, Croatia, Belgium, Denmark, you see, Fiji, France, Great Britain, something like India, you know. I think something like this.
yeah.
So from there I might, but where does this source file is? So where is this source file?
Soil file.
Soil file, yes.
Yeah.
And also the weather file.
Yeah. In weather you have to go for the weather
Okay.
file.
But now we can save it now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely you can save it
Because
because it's your experiment.
So I close it.
Might be we can add.
B set soil
Right.
file.
Is there somewhere else? So we can put any of these five. Right. What type of clay loam? You have to go without any wasting the time. Clay loam. Okay. Any of these five. You can go over there. Field clay loam. Okay. Everybody is with me? You have to simply press C. You will be in clay loam. Okay. So again we have to go for the initial conditions, that which type of I mean, we have to change the date if we have, again. So again, what were the previous all the credentials that we have to follow all these criteria. Okay, I will not go in detail. So we have to go with the existing one, not one. These are the things that we can do with that. Soil analysis accordingly, we have the same one with same environmental modification we don't have, and also we have to go for the cultivars. Might be we will change over here. And what was the new cultivar? This one. Say for example, we have to go with this one, right? So planting, I don't know this experiment we have to cultivate. Cultivars. No. First you have to go step by step with environment. So then cultivars each and everything. So it will display automatically any treatments. No need to change any treatments. Keep in mind. Okay. So we have to go for planting. Which type of planting dates? Which are the treatments? Say for example, we have to take only one treatment. Like we have to delete the other one. Might be it will be possible.
There are more treatments. Like uses this planting.
Okay. So we don't need to delete anything. Irrigation. Okay, we have to go with the similar one. But you have when you have the confirmed dates, then you have to add. Okay. Uh, fertilizer once again, the same similar one. So this is the range in Bangladesh for urea. I mean, you have to use from 0 to 200 kg.
Yes, yes.
400. No, it's too much. In Pakistan, for nitrogen,
Go for nitrogen.
in
It's
Pakistan,
okay, sir.
150 kg is the recommended one.
This is not the this is not urea. This is nitrogen.
Nitrogen. Similar one. I mean, 140 to 160 in Pakistan. So what we recommend, what we have to, you can say select the treatments, one or two below the recommended, and one or two high above the recommended. So in this way you can get the accurate comparisons. Okay? Yes. Okay. 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 So there is no cultivar, right? Single cultivar. Cultivar. Okay. Then planting. Is there any planting? No. So same one. Single one. Single or same?
Two seedlings. Two seedlings for all the treatments.
Treatments. Okay.
My treatment is potassium and nitrogen.
Okay. So, mean you have the fertilizer.
Yes.
So this is all about the nitrogen level.
Yes.
Okay. But for you can say we have to. Okay.
There only the change is seeding instead of seeding the two nitrogen, one potassium.
First, I think we have to go your experiment. It says that you have to delete the treatments, then you will be able to do that.
And one by one.
Yes. Now we have to go with your experiment. Okay? So for cultivar, the same one, this one, right?
Same.
Excuse me. Do you have same this one, cultivar?
It's okay.
No problem. Okay, then planting.
Two seed, one, two seed.
200.
15.
But you have to have the data of 2015. Keep in mind.
Yes.
Do you have data? Weather data?
No,
Yes, it's online. Yeah.
But again, it will be very lengthy. We have to create a weather file for 2015 and other things. So I think
It's okay.
year
So
is.
I just want to how
I mean, you are July. The season is the same one, right? Rice season, plantation,
It's all
transplantation.
season. January to.
First, you have to go with one experiment. Okay. The experiment that is in this season, you have to go with that. Year doesn't matter. Okay. These are as a template. Later on, you can find with your experiment. Okay. So over here, you have to seedling funnel, right? Um,
They're all they all come to the
okay. So two seedling funnel, right? There is planting. You can say spacing or planting treatments in your experiment. No. So you don't need to have this treatment. Simply leave it blank. Okay. So no planting. Okay. Irrigation.
It's irrigation is okay.
Fertilizer. So you have to go with this one. How much fertilizer?
So there are 5 rates for K and 4 rates for N.
I think right now you have to give only 2 rates per month, 2 rates per month. Okay? Just for understanding. 0 kg nitrogen, 50 kg nitrogen, and we have to change it as a 0
Potassium
and 50 kg. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Participant 50 kg potassium. K
K, yes.
and 50 kg, right? We have to delete this one. Okay? So over here, first you have to here go this one, 0 kg nitrogen, 50 kg nitrogen. Okay? Over here, the question from yesterday from one of the participants, how you have to add the potassium. Over here, you have to add 0. Okay. Nitrogen, in nitrogen you will put 0 because nitrogen is not your case. I mean potassium is also 0. Understand? Uh, and for 50 kg nitrogen, 0, 0. Potassium, 25,
We have done it at a one time.
1 time.
Potassium for potassium, but for nitrogen we have done it three
Twice.
stages.
Twice, threes.
Three.
Nice. Okay. We have to go over here. So over here, for potassium 50 kg mean you have to put 50, right?
Yes.
Okay. 50 at once, right?
Yes.
So you have to delete this one. Alright? 0, 0, might be you have to delete this one as well. So 50 kg in thrice, right? What they add application, you have to divide 50 by 3. How much it will be for each application?
Around 17.
17. 17, 17, and 17. Right? So, what will be the days of split application? Again.
Yes.
So, might be
This is first application is after 10 days of transplanting, then 20 days, 30 days.
it will be first week of August.
Yeah.
I mean, we can put 6. Okay? Okay. This is the fertilizer experiment. Mean first you have to add the two treatments of urea or nitrogen and two treatments for potassium. So in this way there are total 4 fertilizer experiments or fertilizer you can say treatments. Got my point? Okay. Then you have to press okay. So go once again, just a verification, you have to go. Yes, we have done it. For organic amendments, anything else? No. For tillage, no. No. For tillage experiments, do you have any tillage experiments? No. Any harvest date might be we can have the same one that we have for already experiment. Any chemical application? No. If you have chemical application, then you have to add. So, I mean, they have applied dual gold, or you can say as a weedicide, they have applied dual gold. So, but that's, you can say left blank because there is no need. So, when you have to have the treatments, first you have to save it, okay, refresh it, then you have to go for treatments. Okay. So how much treatments you have? First, I mean, 4 combination. The description will be 0 kg nitrogen, cultivar same, field same, analysis same, planting same, irrigation same, fertilizer. See, when you will add the treatment in fertilizer section, they will automatically display over here. Okay? So over here as a first treatment, you have to select one. You have to add another one. Over here, this is 50 kg. So only fertilizer changes there. You have to add, means select set. You can't add or delete anything over here. It treatments will automatically pick all the data that we have initially given or provided to the model. Okay. So in third one, you have to add 0 kg potassium. I think we remember your experiment. Okay, sorry. So over here, fertilizer 0 kg potassium, right? Understand? Anything else? And for the fourth one, 50 kg cake. And over here, there will be fourth one. That's it.
How about the combined two? 50 kg nitrogen, 50 kg potassium.
There are four treatments individually. Don't worry. Don't worry. A model can choose only treatments. It doesn't make sense that either they are in RCBD, in CRD, or in any type of layout. It concentrate on treatments as a main factor, as a subplot, as a subfactor, as a multiple factor, as a major, as a minor. It don't care. It care about the treatments. So all the treatments you have to keep here in mind that the treatments, say for example, there are four treatments. So four treatments are there. That's it. So detail, no. I mean model don't care about the detail. Side specific and you can say the things are very clear. Any problem up till now? The participants are still over there. So go in treatments. All go in treatments. Yes, the same problem that you have. Go in treatments. All go. Please go to the treatments and bleed one by one. All the treatments. Go to the treatment and delete one by one all the treatments. First, done, done, done. Good. Yes, we are on the track. Good. Delete one by one. It will be deleted. Don't worry. Go over there. Delete. Delete. Yes. No need to yet have this selection because cursor is already here. Yeah, it will automatically delete that one. Delete the one. Yes. Now go have you have to go again to the initial conditions, fertilizer, and delete from here. The second one from the last one. Yeah. Actually, you have written already written. Okay. 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 That's great. So you have to go. Can you please go to the irrigation? Irrigation. Okay. But you have opened the different one from our side. I think. You have to open the. Don't worry. Uh, go to the fertilizer. Your treatment. Okay. So okay, you have complete this one. Okay. Press OK. You have to refresh it. Save and refresh. Okay. Now go to the treatment. you will find the different fertilizer types. There you go. You are there, right? Okay, you have to create your treatments right now. You have done? No? No, and we have to go to the treatment. Treatment? Yes. You have put all the data into the data, right? Go to OK. Refresh. Save and refresh. Now go to treatment. So you will be add your all experiment that you have added over zero physical whenever you have make the changes, press OK at the bottom right side. Then the main interface will come down in front of you. Then you have to press the refresh or at the you can say top right, the top left side. After refreshing your model, then the option will come save and refresh. Then you have to press the save and refresh. Then again you have to go the treatment. Then all the treatments will automatically be displayed over there. Got your point? How much fertilizer treatments we have? Same. Okay. Okay. Go to the treatment. Yes. Okay. No problem. No problem. Go ahead. So go to the okay. So can you press fertilizer? First you have to create over there the treatments. 0 kg nitrogen. Just we have done. Yes. You have to select the first one. 0 kg nitrogen. Then you have to add. Then the next one. That is 50. Yes. 50 kg. Then you have to add next one. That is 0 kg potassium. You can write big K, small K. Last one, 50 kg. So when you will create your treatments, then you have to press OK. You have to repeat the procedure. Refresh, then OK, then save and refresh. Here you go. Yeah. Say for example, this is the second one, 50. So you have to add 50 in splits in as a once. It's up to your data multiplication. Okay. So if you go for the next one, please go to the next one. Next treatment. So this is zero, right? So you have to press zero over here, not 50. Understand? Zero for both. Potassium. Not you not mention any fertilizer over nitrogen because that is not nitrogen. You understand? So for 50 kg nitrogen once again, 50 kg potassium, not nitrogen. Potassium. Okay, so zero next, and over here 50. And once I replace it, it's up to you. So now the treatment is clear. So again you have to go to the okay, refresh. Okay, save and refresh. you have to create treatment zero. Yes, you are zero. You have plus zero, first one, add one to one, 50, second one, 30, and so on. Then again you have to press OK, save and refresh and so on. Okay, you are all are here? Make sense? Okay, that's great. You are there? Treatment, go to treatment. No, still you are there. My dear, first you have to delete. No need to select. Delete, delete. You have to, you have left only four treatments. Delete all. Just you have left one only. Okay, that's okay. Refresh. Okay. Save and refresh. Here you go. You have to go to this management. You have to delete these. What we have mentioned, right? The old ones, not you have to delete. Those, no, you have to select first. Delete. Create four levels, then it will be your favorite one. Okay? It's okay for your side. Go to the treatments. Ah, simply you have to click the last one. Click on the last one. Delete. Yes. Delete. No need to select. Okay. Go. Yes. Delete. Yes. Delete. Yes. So on. You have to. I mean, go and you have to left only one. You have to guide your friend. So delete all the treatments, refresh it, save it, and then you have to again create in fertilizer. Sir. Yeah. This is for 1 year. 1983 the year of first day of the year. 1 year, not for 3 years. Daily, this is the daily data of 98. This is the 1998 year. Daily data is here. Yes. Again, weather file. As I told you yesterday. Yeah. Data. First you have the data, then you have to create it. Simple. Easy. Okay. So everybody is okay? Up till now, I mean the experiment that we have, then excuse me, life is good. Now you can understand right? Why I am asking life is good. Okay, So, how much participants are up till now with me? Anybody behind? Sure. Simply you have to press OK, refresh at the top left side. OK, again save and refresh. So your experiment has been done. Okay. Simply what you have to do, you have to close the model, refresh your PC, go again and open your model. Then you have to go again to the serials, rise, and your experiment. What was the first one? Okay, you got it.
Yes, sir.
After the break, we will run your model. Either it works or not. Let's see, and let's hope. So if anybody is here, then okay. If somebody is left behind, then please guide each other, because in my opinion, learning, teaching, all the things you himself or herself, you can say, become the expert. Learning is living is the other. Okay, you got the point. You got it. But fertilizer dates are mentioned, not properly given over there. First, you have to select zero. First one, the second one. No, 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 no. You are going in the wrong way. First, 0 kg nitrogen. Level 1 is 0 kg nitrogen. But you have to change this one. Level 1. You have you can, yes, right now. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 0 kg nitrogen. 0 kg nitrogen. Nitrogen. First word you have to put 0. 0 kg nitrogen. Exactly. And so on. Okay. Then you have to change the fertilizer rates accordingly. Okay. Refresh. Okay. Refresh. Save and refresh. Then you will be done. Okay. So we have the break.
Challenge the break.